In the heart of Port Harcourt, there lived a very beautiful girl named Ijeoma Okeke. Ijeoma was the firstborn of her parents. She had a total of 7 siblings, so her parents gave birth to a total of 8 children. Ijeoma read petrochemical engineering in school. And while she was job hunting, she was opportuned to work in Total Energy. This wasn't just a dream job, it was a dream come true for she and her family. Ijeoma lived her life in a very dynamic way. All she ever wanted was to bring her family out of poverty. Not like as if her family was too poor, but they didn't have that much, being that her parent had given birth to 8 kids. And these children, they had to send all of them to school, to the university, and cater for all their needs. Ijeoma was really glad when she got this job in Total Energy. She made sure to live her life in a way that wasn't defying her parents, but glorifying the name of her parents. Ijeoma goes to work every day, goes to church on Sunday, and tries to send money home on a regular basis. The moment Ijeoma receives her salary, removes the money she needed to save for her house rent, she was going to send a huge chunk of money home. She wanted to make sure that her siblings and her parents had enough. But soon as this became a normal thing. She had even helped her mom to start up a very small provision shop. It wasn't really small. It was something suitable, something that can bring food to the table. Her mom was juggling this provision shop, which was doing well. And from this provision shop, she was also able to send the kids to school. But Ijeoma's siblings, they kept on demanding. Hello, sister, I need laptop for project. Hello, sister, I need phone. My phone just got spoiled. I've taken it to where they will fix it. And they are asking for 25,000 naira. Ijeoma just kept on sending money home. Her very good friend Ijeoma had spoken to her one day. Ijeoma, I'm not against you sending your siblings money, but one thing you should know is that you shouldn't live for your siblings. You're a very young girl, and with your kind of life and the kind of money you earn, you're supposed to have something to your name, at least a land. You've been working in Total Energy for a total of 3 good years, and there is nothing to your name. You're increasing every day in level, but nothing to show for it. Ijeoma smiled and said, what matters is that my siblings are doing well. Nobody is hungry at home. Everyone is living in peace and unity. Ijeoma said, even if something happens to you today, God forbid, they will still live in peace and unity. They will still remember the auntie Ijeoma, the sister Ijeoma that has been doing something for them. It is time for you to live your life. You're already paying the school fees of 3 of your siblings. Your mom has a business. Your dad also has something doing. So why do you keep sending money home? Why not save? Why not try to buy stocks, buy shares, buy other things that will help you much later in life? So if someone comes to get married to you now, how are you going to do? It's still you that will do the things your parents are supposed to do. Ijeoma, use your sense. Nobody is asking you not to send money home. I'm just trying to tell you to be very calculative of what you're doing. Ijeoma told her friend Ijeoma, you will not understand. You won't. Do you know my parents? They suffered to send me to the university. It was just I and my immediate junior brother, who are a senior with less than 9 months, that they sent to university before other ones. So you don't expect me to just make it in life and just ignore them. Ijeoma said, okay, what about your brother? Don't he send money home? He also sends money home, but he is very careful of the amount he sends, so they will not turn him to a cash cow. Whereas for you, on your CY, you keep on sending money like as if you don't have plans for the future. What about furthering your education? What about going for masters? So if this organization now decides that it's only the people that had attained masters that will be promoted, what will you do? Ijeoma, calculate. Use your tongue to count your teeth. That is not how life is supposed to be. The main thing is that you've tried to fix their home. You've done so many things for them. Then everyone should continue. But Ijeoma did not listen. Ijeoma worked herself out. In fact, Ijeoma never took any leave. She had been working with total energy for a total of 3 years, 6 months. She had never ever taken any leave. She still goes to work every blessed day. She was like a donkey. She just wanted all the money she could get because she wanted her family to be doing okay. The only reason Ijeoma was living in a good apartment was because she had gotten the apartment when she newly got the job, and it was a service apartment. So that was the only reason Ijeoma was living in a very good place. The clothes and shoes she wore, they were okay, they were decent, but it took her a while to change them. She had a particular set of shoes she wore to work, and she was comfortable by it. Provided her siblings were okay, that was what was giving her joy. So one fateful day, Ijeoma slumped at the office. She was quickly rushed to the hospital. While they carried out a series of tests, what was wrong with Ijeoma? Her sister, who was also studying in University of Port Harcourt, was invited over, being that she was the only family member around. After Ijeoma was properly stabilized, she had to go speak with the consultant. The consultant counseled her on necessary things to do, what to avoid. And that was when the consultant actually broke to her that she was suffering depression, that she was really stressed, and this stress was resulting to depression. He had even asked her about her life, what she did, how does she manage her time. And it's dawned on this consultant that all Ijeoma did was to work. She had no life, she had no social anything. She was mentally drained. All she ever did was work. She needed to earn more money to send money home. This was resulting to her depression. So the doctor counseled her and had even told her that he needed to speak to someone that was elderly from her family. Ijeoma had told him that her parents weren't around, but she could invite them tomorrow to come over. When he was done talking to Ijeoma, Ijeoma returned to her room and continued with her infusion. The next day, her mom had quickly come to Port Harcourt to see Ijeoma. It was then she spoke to the consultant who had told her what to do, how to do, what to avoid, and what not to. Ijeoma was also placed on some medication. Ijeoma actually told the doctor that she needed time to process the fact that she was going to start taking antidepressants. She wasn't even certain if she was going to be permitted to work, as the doctor had told her to take some time from work. She needed that time to actually start. The doctor told her it's necessary that you start your medication soon. Ijeoma told him thank you very much, but she needed the time. The moment they returned home, that was when Ijeoma understood what was going on in her home, because her mom was around, her dad was around. In fact, every member of her family were sitting in her living room, and the argument started who was going to stay with Sister Ijeoma. The mom obviously said she needed to return, as she needed to handle the business. The dad obviously said he needed to go back to continue with the business. Her immediate junior brother, more like a twin brother, she was older by 9 months. He was already married with a wife, so he couldn't stay with her. All of her sisters had one flimsy excuse or the other why they couldn't stay with Sister Ijeoma. And Ijeoma couldn't just understand. These were the people she was living for. These were the same people she was draining her life for. And all of a sudden, no one wants to stay with her. Are they already seeing her like a mad woman or what? It was just their last born, Otuto, who had volunteered willingly to stay with her. But Otuto was already in secondary school. I couldn't just move to Port Harcourt to start staying with her. She tried to reason with Otuto, but Otuto became angry immediately and said, "Sister, is it that you don't like me? Whenever I want to come to Port Harcourt, you give one excuse or the other. Oh, I cannot leave only you at home. Oh, I'm at work. Sister, what's it? Now that I want to stay with you, are you also going to reject me?" Ijeoma just told her, "No problem. You can stay because you're on a long vac. But the moment the break is over and you have to go back, you have to finish your school, finalize first, then you can come to Port Harcourt and stay with me. I'm not against you staying with me." Otto was happy. She quickly even asked her mom to weigh her stuff as she was going to start staying with Sister Ijeoma. Ijeoma was a bit down. She really felt bad. She stayed in her room for days without coming out. Otto helped her in the little ways she could. She had applied for a sick leave from work, so she had all the time to stay at home. Ijeoma felt really, really bad, down. She didn't even know what to do. She couldn't believe that Sunday sometime she was going to fall sick and no member of her family would be willing to stay with her. After 2 days, she quickly sent her brother a message. Ugo, please, I need you to return the 5 million naira you borrowed from me. I won't be able to return to work for a long period of time, and that money is going to come a long way in my life. And she added, please and please do not give me silly excuses because I need that money urgently. Ugo quickly responded, sister now. Is it because you're not feeling fine? Sorry, but I don't have up to 5 million. Ijeoma wasn't ready to list it because he was the number one that quickly said no when they said they were looking for someone to stay. She quickly told Ugo, please and please send my money immediately. And it didn't take 1 hour, 30 minutes. Ugo wired her money immediately. That was number one. Ijeoma just wanted to take everything she had given to them that they were owing her because she couldn't just believe that they were willing to abandon her. And a few days down the line, Ijeoma decided to go on a solo trip. Somewhere out of Port Harcourt. She just wanted to cool herself, cool her mind. She traveled to Lagos. She left her sister Otutu with Ijeoma. She stayed in Lagos for a period of 1 week. And while at Lagos, the hospital had called, seriously apologizing to her for the error and the mistakes. And she was trying to understand what was going on. Which one is error? What is mistakes? So the moment she returned to Port Harcourt, she quickly went to the hospital. And that was when the doctor had explained to her that she is Ijeoma Okeke and the other lady is also Ijeoma Okeke. So there was a mistake in their prescription. Ijeoma was grateful that she had not even started taking the drug at all. She was glad the doctor had seriously apologized to both parties and the right medication was given to her. But something Ijeoma never did was to tell her parents the truth. She sealed her mouth, especially to her junior siblings, who often called her to demand for one thing or the other. She sealed her mouth. She did not even say anything. After Otutu was done staying with her for the long vac, Otutu returned to Enugu to stay with her parents. She was back to making money, but never sending money to anyone because no one even knew she was working. Ijeoma started living her life to the fullest, buying hairs, wigs, things she would have done from the beginning, buying stocks, shares, lands. She worked for a long period of time without any member of her family knowing because none of them were in Port Harcourt. They only called, and even her sister, Chidinma, that was studying Uniport, barely came seeing her because she already had this mindset that her sister is depressed and she doesn't want to add to it. She only called her sister, how are you doing? Oh, how is everything? Hope you're eating. And Ijeoma will play the card. Fine, we're just managing. Whereas she was enjoying her life to the fullest. She had already understood that even if anything happens to her today or the next, they were going to keep on moving. They were moving on fine. They were living fine without her. So why was she killing herself, turning herself to one unnecessary breadwinner no one asked for? Her brother was doing well. Everyone was doing well. Everyone was juggling life. That was when she understood what Ijeoma had been telling her long ago. That even if you decide to stop, the world will keep on moving. Ijeoma continually living the life of a sick patient. Her mom tried to send things across to her, food stuff, trying to support her because she felt she wasn't working again. No one knew that she was back to work. She wasn't even sending money to anybody. Not at all. Not even to her parents. She wasn't even willing to say the truth to anyone because she didn't want those activities to return. Few months down the line, Ijeoma had met this handsome engineer. Not working in Total Energy as she was, in a different company entirely. He was well-mannered, well-principled, well-spoken, very handsome-looking man. His name was Casey. They started dating, and it didn't take long. Casey wanted to get married to her. She accepted his proposal and had decided to introduce Casey to her parents. Casey went down to Enugu to go and see her parents. And while conversing, Ijeoma's mother quickly took her to the room and asked her, Ijeoma, hope you told this man about your condition, oh. Hope you did, oh. I don't want someone to say it is marriage under the seat. Hope you had explained everything the doctor told you. Ijeoma was just smiling and telling her mom, Mommy, I'm okay, I am fine. Her mom said, yes, I know you're okay, you're fine. Obviously, you will, because you're taking your medication, but hope you told Casey about it. Ijeoma said, Mama, I am fine. I don't even need those medications. Her mom wasn't even certain. She was thinking that Ijeoma was joking. And she quickly said, Ijeoma, if you're not willing to tell him, I'll go and tell him myself. I don't want someone to come and embarrass us here. He has to know what he's getting himself into. Her mom quickly held her hands and took her to the living room and quickly told Casey, Casey, my daughter here that you can see was diagnosed with depression. But she's getting better. She's fine. As you can see, you've been dating her for a period of time. She already told me about you. So I know you've noticed that she's okay. Casey looked at Ijeoma and was trying to understand what's going on here. Which one is depression? We never spoke about that. Ijeoma looked at Casey and his parents and said, I am fine. I'm okay. I am not depressed. The doctor cleared me. It was a mistake. Her parents were looking at her. Ijeoma, what do you mean by that? Ijeoma showed them her medical reports proving that the doctor cleared her and she was never depressed. It was a mistake on his part. Her parents quickly asked her, Ijeoma, how come you never said anything? For the past 2 years, you were making us feel like you were depressed or something. Ijeoma smiled and said, Mama, this is not the time for it. Can we just talk about the marriage? Much later, we'll sit down and talk about it. Her parents understood and quickly spoke about the marriage plans and everything. Casey returned to go bring his people for the official paying of bride price and whatnot. Ijeoma sat her parents down after Casey had left and told them, Mama, Papa, I refuse to say anything. That was just one perfect white lie. The moment everyone found out about this depression I never had, it was like you all ghosted me. No one checked up on me. Nobody visited my home. Even Chidinma and Koda often came to my house to do shopping. None of them came. Then I understood that you all need me when I'm okay. But when I'm not, you don't need me. So why do you expect me to come and start telling you that I'm okay? At least I had the time to save a lot of money. I had the time to do other things I was supposed to do with my life. I also had the time to achieve masters online. Her parents were looking at her. They totally understood her pain. And they quickly apologized. Ijeoma, we are sorry. We are sorry for sidelining you. We are sorry for making you feel lonely. We are sorry for everything we did. We are very, very sorry. I'm going to talk to your siblings so they could apologize. Ijeoma said, okay, no problem. Even if they apologize, it doesn't change anything. I'm not going to give people money anymore. Everyone should go and hustle. That is it. Her parents told her, no problem. No problem. Now that you've aired out the way you feel, it's necessary that we apologize. That way we'll return to one big happy family. Ijeoma's parents had sat her siblings down to express the way Ijeoma felt. And after Ijeoma's introduction and traditional marriage, before she went to her husband's house, her siblings apologized to her for everything they had done, how they sidelined her, how they treated her when they felt she was depressed. Ijeoma told them that she had forgiven each and every one of them, but things can never go back to the way it used to be because she has learned her lesson. They all understood. Ijeoma moved into Casey's house, living in peace, love, and unity. She only sent money to them when she felt like. It wasn't a monthly pay. She stopped sending all those monthly stipends and all of not. She learned that no matter what happened to her, life was going to keep moving on. Everyone was going to continue living their life. So it was better she lived her life the way she wanted to. Thank you very much for listening to the story of the day. Please, I'd like you to share your thoughts, and I'd also like you to share your experiences. A lot of people tend to face situations like this, whereby they automatically turn themselves to the breadwinner of their family, being that their parents are not financially strong, and they just feel like helping their siblings. And they find out that they've missed out on so many good things of life because they want to play the role of a father and mother and a supportive elder one to their sibling. Please share your thoughts, share your feelings, share anything you've heard concerning such scenario. Thank you for listening to the story of the day. We still remain your favorite storyteller, Zika. Please and please, I would like you to support your home girl by liking our stories, watching them to the very end, commenting, sharing our stories to your loved ones. So we'll see you again in our next story. Bye for now.